Happy Monday, LIT2000 folks. It is Monday, the 27th. This is the withdrawal date for the spring term 2023. It's a good time to take some stock in your classes. If you're in danger in my class, I have also reached out to you by email, or through the inbox, I should say. But if you are looking at any of your courses and you do not think you're going to complete them successfully, it is always going to be in your best interest to withdraw instead of taking an F. So this is the day that you have to make that decision. You have to withdraw yourself. Your instructors cannot withdraw you. So even if it's a case where you've not been attending or you've not been turning things in, if you are still enrolled in a class that you don't think you're going to finish, please do officially withdraw yourself today. Do yourself a favor. I know that sometimes the advisors say, oh, it's better to not withdraw because of financial aid. The thing about financial aid is that it's better not to drop classes if you want to keep your financial aid in place, but withdrawal is a different animal. Anyway, take my advice. If you're not going to finish a class, make sure you withdraw. I apologize for my voice. Tennessee did a number on me. I don't know what happened, but ever since we've been back, my head, my whole head, it's just all discombobulated. I think it's allergies, honestly. I'm allergic to the upper South, which is where I grew up, which is why I think it's allergies. Anyway, we are in week 11, which means we are getting perilously close to the end of the term. And I want to touch base with you, make sure you know where we are. You may or may not have already turned in your novel paper. Some of you have. Some of you have also even turned in your presentation. There are a lot of you who haven't, which is absolutely fine. As you may remember, last week, I declared that you could have some extra time for that. So if you did not turn those things in yet, that is absolutely fine. But you do need to turn them in this week. Okay, so make sure you get that done. All right, so let's take a look first at the syllabus and then we'll go into the module. But the week 11 is designated for beginning the drama unit. So you are going to choose, just like you did with the novels, you are going to choose one from our set of assigned plays. And you're going to start reading that this week. This week you will take the drama quiz and post your choice for your drama on the drama discussion board. So this should seem very familiar. The pattern is kind of the same. Next week, we're going to be working still with drama, and you're going to be doing a research assignment with drama. And then, of course, the drama paper. And then our final project for the semester is something that I think is going to be kind of fun, which is our multimedia project. So we will be talking about that, but that's not due until week 14. All right. And then we have a final. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to the modules and take a look at where we are, and I will make it look like you see it so it's easier to navigate. All right, so for week 11, we are going to be choosing our play. Now, I don't know why this has been confusing from some of the past ones. We had some snafus on what's the difference between short fiction and drama, or short fiction and novel. Where do I find these things? They're located in exactly the same place all of our stuff is. Nothing has moved. So let's go ahead and look at week 11. As we have previously done, of course, with the novels, you are going to be able to choose one full-length play. Now, a full-length play indicates that it is a major drama, a major work of drum. I told you I couldn't talk. A dramatic work. Thank you. There it is. I knew there was a word in there. So you're going to be able to look at all the ones that we have assigned and do your own kind of side research or whatever to figure out which one that you want to concentrate on. And then you are going to share that choice on the discussion board. So for the learning materials, you have, again, a link to the plays in our LibGuide. They are right there in the same LibGuide that all of the materials are. You can also reach the LibGuide from the home screen if that is easier for you. But one of the things that I really want to stress, and most of you have been doing this, I will give most of you kudos, but it feels like there are a few people who are still not using the modules and you're just trying to kind of click on the to-do list on the main page. That is not the way to do an online class. You have to do the learning before you do the earning, which is why I have it set up the way that I do. So the plays that are available to you are Lorraine Hansberry's A Raisin in the Sun, William Shakespeare's Othello, William Shakespeare's Much Ado About Nothing, and Tennessee Williams' The Glass Menagerie. Now, the videos and visuals that I have for you have some fun things that kind of introduce you to the authors and the material. Each of the Tennessee Williams and the Lorraine Hansberry are more biographies. With the Shakespeare, I have some fun projects here, one about Othello and one about Much Ado About Nothing. You can choose whichever of the four that you want. You also have a preview here of what your overview of what your drama choice discussion board is going to be. And there is a link here as well to the drama quiz. Those are, of course, also linked in the module, but this is what your discussion board is going to do. So it's the same thing we've been doing. So you're going to summarize the research on the plays, like what did you learn about each one? You're going to share your final choice for the play that you're going to concentrate on. And then, of course, write 2 to 3 paragraphs on why you chose it. Short bio of the play's author and where the play fits in history and culture. Most of us already know Shakespeare and where he fits in culture, but you may not be as familiar with Hansberry or Williams. And even if you think you're familiar with Shakespeare, I do want you to do some thought on that as well. All right. So you do not have to have you do not have to write this out. Not a lot of people have been taking advantage of this, but this has been on all of them. You do have to have a written bibliography showing what you've researched, but you can also use audio or video rather than standard written paragraphs as you talk about the things to include. I think I'll show you how to do that because we haven't had a lot of people take advantage of it, but it is kind of a fun option. So before I do that though, let me click on the LibGuide. So this is why I've not been 100% understanding why people got confused. There is a link that says short fiction. That's where the short fiction is. There's a link that says novels. That's where the novels were. And now there's a link to drama. Now I will show you, there is an extra play on here called Trifles. You may have even encountered Trifles before. This is in a lot of English classes. This is not a full-length play, but this is one that we sometimes look at to just kind of preview how to read fiction. You don't really need to do anything with it necessarily, but you've got the links to all of the plays. You will notice that they have video links in all of them. I don't know for sure that all of them are the full-length play. This one is a fun one under the Glass Menagerie. This is a character studies conversation, which is where it's kind of like an interview of people who've played those characters. Those are kind of fun. Under Much Ado, we do have a version from 1972. So there's a couple of links there. The link to Othello is for 1988. That's a good version of Othello. And then the link for Raisin in the Sun is a character studies conversation. I will tell you, there are a couple of really cool versions of Raisin in the Sun. One, the classic, is from the late 60s, starring Sidney Poitier. That's probably the best and the truest to the actual play. Of all people in the whole wide world, Sean P. Diddy Combs made a version not that long ago for, I think it was done for Hallmark. Felicia Rashad is also in it. It's a decent version. Now it doesn't follow along with the play exactly, but sometimes just watching any version of a drama is going to help you kind of navigate it. So don't be afraid to watch a version of the drama, but please do not substitute that for reading it. All right. Okay, so back to the module. Let's go to the assignments and talk about a little bit about, where did it go? What I want to show you. Oh, this is what I want to show you. So when you are posting on a discussion board, it is entirely possible for you to do a video or an audio recording. This button right here is where you do that. You can upload or record your media and post it directly on the discussion board, or you can use your own computer to create something and then click on this and that'll help you upload it. But don't be afraid to do that. It's kind of a fun thing. You would still put your sources in the box in written form, but you can definitely take part in the discussions via video or audio as well. So I wanted to show you that. The other thing I want to show you before we depart for today, let me see if it's in week 12. No. The materials for thinking about the multimedia project are all the way up in week 13. But I wanted to show you that now because you may want to get started with it, help with the assignments. This video will walk you through the multimedia assignment. There is also the assignment link itself is right here, and there are links to some of the tools that I used or previewed a little bit in the video above. So I'm not going to show you all that right now, but I did want you to know that you do have access to it. So if you want to go ahead and be thinking about your multimedia project, you certainly can. And then if you have any questions about it, you can reach out either through the Ask the Instructor or obviously through inbox. All right. So if you need any help this week, please let me know. I'll be around. I'm not going anywhere anymore after Tennessee until the semester's over. I'm not leaving. I want to say I'm not leaving my house, but that's not really true because I'm sitting at work right now. But I'm not leaving the state. So if you need anything, reach out and I will get you some help with that. All right. Everybody take care. Have a great week and I will see you next Monday if I don't talk to you before then.